Hello everyone and welcome to Otaku, and today we have the third part of my best of 2019 video. It's about TV shows. If you missed the first two parts about action figures and about movies, there will be a link in the description below to a playlist and in the cards above, so check that out. But first, let's take a look at the best TV shows of 2019 for me. Now, TV shows, I'm not really that much of a TV show guy, but I watched some TV shows and I gotta say I only had 3 candidates for this category because they were the only 3 TV shows that really caught my attention and really addicted me. But let's start about, of course, the honorable mention that goes to The Mandalorian. Finally something Star Wars that doesn't suck coming from Disney, and it was really good, but a bit overrated. I feel like some of the hype really comes from Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda is one of the most cutest thing ever put into a TV show. It is adorable and it basically almost carries the show by how adorable it is. But the cast overall was really surprising because I knew most of the faces, but they were not really the top tier actors that you're used to, but they all did such a great job making this feel just fun. The movies are terrible and they are not fun. This was fun, you know, it really reminded you of the old trilogy. So congratulations, The Mandalorian is a great show, but it's just a bit overhyped. The other honorable mention that I have is a South Korean TV show. And that's weird to say, but my father is actually addicted right now to Netflix South Korean TV shows, and I actually watched a little bit of one with him and I was like, oh, this actually looks very interesting, and I decided to watch it and I was blown away, and that's called Vagabond. It is really good. The first season was amazing. It was full of thrill, full of mystery, full of twists. It's all about plane crash that is not just an accident, and you have a stunt double that loses his cousin and decides to find out what happened. It's just great action, real great acting. I was really addicted and I binge watched almost every episode straight off. The only problem is that I don't see the second season yet. Come on, I need the second season. First season was amazing. I haven't felt so excited for a TV show like that since the beginning of 24 Hours. You know, remember when 24 Hours was so good? It really let me feel like that, and that's not easy to do. But my TV show of the year is The Witcher. I could not be almost anything else. The Witcher was amazing. Really was amazing. I know everybody's comparing it to Game of Thrones. It is better than Game of Thrones, but it's different. Is not the same. People are comparing it because they are both fantasy worlds and everybody's treating like The Witcher is copying Game of Thrones, but actually The Witcher books are older than Game of Thrones ones. So actually Game of Thrones copied Witcher, not the other way around. Sorry to burst your bubbles, guys. But actually the TV show has the potential to be much better than the Game of Thrones one. First, because the books are already finished, so they have already the source material to work on it, and overall it's just a better story. If you know the Witcher story, it is a better story. Now, there are some problems on the first season of The Witcher, and I noticed them, but not at the extent that some people are complaining about. It is confusing. 3 different timelines, and you need to be very into it to understand which timeline is occurring. There's always clues in each moment to tell you in what timeline you are, and if you're paying attention, you will not be confused. The problem is that most people were not paying attention, and then they say, oh my god, it's so confusing. Pay attention. Now the action is great, the acting is amazing. Henry Cavill, just so much charisma. Henry Cavill alone in The Witcher has more charisma than the entire cast of Game of Thrones. Just a fact. Sorry, just amazing. And the 3 main characters are well casted. Now there are some casting problems that a lot of people complained about, and they are right. So I hope in the second season they can fix some problems there and just do great casting. The great advantage of the video games is that you can already look and see translations to how the characters should look from the book to people. So you don't need to try to interpret the books. The books are already interpreted. Just follow the casting to get things close to the games. I'm telling you, it will work better because no matter how popular the books are, the games are more popular. And I know you're adapting the books, but again, you need to make the characters look like the games. And for the most part, they do that. They managed to do that in the first season. There are 2 miscastings, but again, the TV show is just so good. I never read the books, I never played the video games. I watched the series, immediately I decided to buy the game to play it because I needed more Witcher and I needed it now. And the problem is that we need a long time to wait for the second season, and the second season is going to be more linear, so people complaining about the timelines will not have that problem anymore. Probably there will be flashbacks because there's a lot of information from the past that they skipped through, and probably they will talk about that, but not in a timeline fashion, more probably in flashbacks. At least that's what I believe so, and what makes sense to me. But again, if you haven't watched The Witcher, watch it and watch it. Don't do like a lot of people are doing, that just watch 5 minutes or 10 minutes of the first episode and they say, oh, Game of Thrones is better, and they skipped it. No, watch. First 4 episodes are a bit confusing because of the timelines, but once you get to the episode of the Striker, you're going to be addicted. Because that episode is amazing. It's one of the best TV show episodes that I've ever watched. So intense, so well made. Just go watch it. And toss a coin to you, Witcher, the Valley of Plenty. Splitting this video into 4 different parts, and don't forget to check out all of the different parts. I'm going to make a playlist, leave it in the description below and in the cards above. Subscribe, leave a like, and I'll see you next time.
Do it! Just